Welcome to Sun City News. I'm your host, Norma Taylor, and we're excited to bring you a fresh new look to our news program that reflects the vitality of our Sun City lifestyle. Thanks to our creative tech team for our new introduction and new backgrounds. Here are a few of the stories we're starting off with for this week. Martha Spiso attended Hardyville's First Friday meeting. Reporter Georgia Lash gets a Beaufort County update. And later in the program, we hear how our residents are coping with the heat and humidity. Those stories and more coming up. Sun City News starts now.
This is Sun City News. With our news team bringing you stories from Sun City and the Low Country. Taking the lead with entertainment news. And on deck is our sports report. Sun City News, from people you know, about people you know. This week's SCTV News starts now.
Reporter Martha Spiso attended Hardyville's First Friday meeting, where the speaker was Kathy DeCourcy, an historian of Jasper County and the Low Country. Now, Kathy explored the rich history of Jasper County, which was inherited from Beaufort District, and its role in the Revolutionary War and the Civil War. Let's listen.
I'm here with Kathy DeCourcy, and I asked Kathy, she's going to talk about some historical projects that are going on in Jasper County. And I asked her, I said, Kathy, what's your job title? And she told me,
I'm a retired person that is interested in preserving our history and the culture of Jasper County.
wonderful. We need some good retired people continuing to work. Now tell us about some of the projects. I know we talked about the Jasper County 250 Committee.
Yes, the Jasper County 250 Committee is a committee established by citizens and municipal individuals that represent the county and the town and the city here. And we are working on 3 Revolutionary War sites that are located in Jasper County. We have the Perrysburg site, we have the Coosawhatchee site, and Old House, which also includes Thomas Hayward Jr., the signer of the Declaration of Independence tomb site.
Wow, that's very impressive. Tell us a little bit more about Thomas Hayward. I know he was also a very prominent and got a lot done for the state of South Carolina as well. And tell us about his plantation. Is that what you call that?
It's at Old House is actually his dad, Daniel Hayward's plantation site. And Thomas lived the next plantation over, which is Whitehall. Whitehall is still on private property owned by the Good Hope plantation. But Thomas Hayward was a signer of the Declaration of Independence. He was a member of the Second Continental Congress, and he was a judge, and he has a whole list of accomplishments. He was also came from a rice planting family that held quite the establishment here in Jasper County.
Wonderful. So there's a rich history there. Can we go tour that plantation? Is it open to the public?
It is open to the public, and it's on Route 462, just by Cooler's store. When you pull in, you look like you're pulling into somebody's driveway. It's got 2 white gates. They're always open, but you're free to go down and look at the site.
Great. They're very interesting. Well, we are a community of a lot of retirees with a lot of enthusiasm about volunteering. What are the volunteer opportunities with the Historical Society in Jasper County?
We have so many volunteer opportunities. We're looking for volunteers for the Jasper County 250 Committee. We're looking for volunteers for the Friends of Honey Hill. We oversee the Civil War battle site in Ridgeland, South Carolina. There is the Hardyville Historical Preservation Society that we're trying to get off the ground. There is the Jasper County Historical Society. There's no end to volunteering around here.
Well, we certainly appreciate your knowledge, your enthusiasm, your excitement, and your engagement in these wonderful projects for preserving this history. Thank you so much.
Georgia Lash got a Beaufort County update from Councilman Joe Passament and shares this report.
Joe, it's kind of surprising that we're sitting out here after Tropical Storm Debbie had made her mark.
Yes.
What lasting impacts are still affecting our county?
Well, obviously the water still has to recede in some areas. We had some severe flooding, especially in 3 areas in Beaufort County. Alljoy, which is always has problems when we have rain, but this was exceptional rain. And then 2 communities. The farm on Buckwalter Parkway was severely flooded, as well as Hampton Hall. We do have roads that were impassable. We're weighing all of that damage now as the water recedes. So while the storm is over, the damage is not. So we're assessing all of the roads in the county now. That's going to take some time. We'll put the list together of roads that have to be repaired and work on them as quickly as we possibly can. So it's still in progress, but it's a beautiful day now, and hopefully it will stay like this for a while.
Yeah, it does seem like we are improving, and I think everybody's welcomed that.
Oh, God,
now,
yes.
maybe not so much welcoming. You got to give us some news about the budget and some of the things that are going to be, pertinent to us.
Well, the budget for the coming year has been approved by county, as well as the capital improvement projects. Those are the things that are designed to be done with budget money. There's a list. Everybody can find that information on the county website. But that leads us into, well, we know the roads are bad. Obviously, the roads got damaged in the storm. That is a critical importance that we talk about what's coming in the future. And we put together a referendum in November to fix the roads. This is more than Beaufort County, though, because Jasper County is also having a referendum to fix the roads in Jasper County, because the roads in Beaufort County and Jasper County are commingled. 170, part of it is in Beaufort County, part of it is in Jasper County. 278, yada, yada, yada. So it's important for everybody to get the factual information, and that's all being put together now so that we will have the information out for people to make an informed decision as to what we're going to do to fix the roads.
Now, will we still consider that you and I have talked so much about the Triangle Project?
Yes.
That's incorporated with this referendum.
Yes, and what's very important is for people to understand that we need to put a fair share in. Then we can get state and federal funding. And there is a new round of federal funding, should we pass our referendum, that we would be entitled for millions of dollars in federal funding to help us fix these roads.
Now, another thing that I just recently read is that there's continuing improvements on our Hilton Head Airport.
Oh, yes. Yes, the first phase is well underway for that. We continue to get federal dollars to fix our airport, but you will see major changes in the next year as the construction continues on.
Now, do you think that will increase flights and availability for us, or is it more structurally, geared?
It's a combination thereof. It's going to make the experience at the airport much better. Better parking, better gates, but will it increase the number of flights? I would imagine so, because it'll be a more desirable destination.
Excellent, excellent. And I understand that contribution from the FAA was like $5 million?
Oh, it's much higher than that. The contribution, that particular contribution was for pathways and runways.
Okay.
But they're going to spend 90%. We spend 10% to improve the airport.
Any news on our Oakity Park that's coming?
Yes, the contract has been let out for that. People will begin to see a lot of work being done there.
That's exciting, and I know we're sitting right here at Riverbend, and it's back there will be our
Over
view.
our shoulder, yes. Yes, it's going to be a great park. It'll have a pavilion. It'll have a dock. It'll have trails. It is going to be a spectacular park.
Now, I have to say, Beaufort County is doing a great job when you're telling us to go online and see these things. The Beaufort County website, the videos that are available, it's amazing how much information we can find out, so that when we hear about these decisions, it is definitely something that we can research and feel good about, knowing our decisions are being made wisely.
Yeah.
So I hope everybody accesses the Beaufort County website.
Still more news to come. Georgia Lash checks out a new registered group in Sun City. We provide information on the upcoming Bluffton Concert series. And Fire Marshal Joey Rowell gives us some hurricane tips. We'll return after this brief break.
The August edition of Sports Done Right is chock full of stories which reflect the commitment of Sun City residents to charitable causes while, at the same time, enjoying the amenities Sun City has to offer. We also have in-depth interviews with the champions of the recent Sun City Golf Open, the president of the ever-growing Table Tennis Club, and the fun-loving group of water volleyball players, including our very own reporter, Chris Chase. All that and more in the August edition, so please join me, Doug Wright, for Sports Done Right.
Sun City TV invites you to join our crew. Our growing technology presence requires enthusiastic, creative volunteers. No previous TV experience needed. Email us at suncitytvhh@gmail.com.
Reporter Georgia Lash had the chance to interview the president of a new registered group in Sun City, Friends of Lifelong Learning.
John, you are the new group in town, so please tell us about the newly created Friends of Lifelong Learning.
Okay, we are a new group in Sun City, and we believe that lifelong learning is really important to the quality of life here in Sun City. And so our mission is basically to grow and build a group of lifelong learners. We also believe that lifelong learning takes some effort, and we want to help with that. We're really fortunate here in the Low Country to have a number of lifelong learning providers. Organizations like OLLI, like the World Affairs Council, like the Morris Center, and many others. We want to engage with all of those groups and make sure that our members can take full advantage of those offerings.
So you're giving us a menu of resources then.
Right.
Now, will your group be meeting regularly, or will it be more on an as-needed basis?
We don't plan to have any regular meetings. However, we will plan to have at least 2 free events every year. The events will be learning opportunities featuring local experts presenting on topics that are of interest to our members.
Now, how do we join the group? Are there any special requirements?
There are no special requirements. There are no membership dues. You can be as active as you want to be, and you can contact me to join through the graphic that you're kind enough to provide, or in the group section of Sensations. My contact information is there.
Now, you might be new, but you certainly came out right with a strong event that's going to be held soon. So tell us about this upcoming event that you've opened up to all of Sun City.
This event, we're very excited about it. It's our first event, and it's a presentation from Al Seeger. It's coming up on August 21st at the Hidden Cypress Ballroom. The presentation is entitled Wading Birds, the Who, Why, and Where of These Magnificent Creatures. Al Seegers is the presenter, and he's a retired veterinarian, and his career included 18 years with the South Carolina Department of Natural Resources. He's got a deep knowledge of our local ecology, and he has a wonderful way of telling a story. So please come and join us and see what lifelong learning can really be all about.
Thank you so much for coming in. I think you've added something new to our playbooks. We always have such great things happening in Sun City, and this is just a whole new dimension. Good job. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. We really appreciate it.
The town of Bluffton will host its inaugural Bluffton Concert series, which is a trio of free community events held in the town parks. The concert series will offer a mix of live music, food, drinks, and entertainment for all ages, giving the Bluffton community more opportunities to come together and enjoy Bluffton's parks. Here are some of the details. The time will be from 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. The admission is free. Now the amenities will be beer and wine for purchase and food trucks available. Now here is the lineup. The event will be on Friday, August 30th, and the location will be at the Buckwalter Place Amphitheater Park. The performer will be True Gentleman, also known as TG Live, from Savannah. There will be food trucks such as Slap and Taste of Mexico available. Hurricane season is upon us. Fire Marshal Joey Rowland gives us some tips. Let's watch the video.
We're coming up to our favorite time of year, hurricanes. What can we do?
Each year, we recommend that you have a 72 to 96 hour supply of rations for you per person in your home. Also, this time of year, we recommend that you keep your car filled up with fuel in case a hurricane is imminent to our location and you would have to evacuate. So hurricane season starts June 1st here. Typically in our area, the latter part of August, September, and then the first couple weeks in October are primarily or predominantly our busier times of the year that hurricanes that are coming our way. Making sure that you have your medications lined up, making sure that you have a plan if a mandatory evacuation is given by the governor's office to somewhere that you can go, and also make sure that you have your medications and or prescriptions in case, God forbid, something were to happen to the area that you can take with you. Also, keep in mind if you have any medical needs or if you have any pets, that the places that you go does have facilities or does have the capabilities of servicing you if emergency shall arise. Make sure that your car or your vehicles have been serviced recently and they're ready to go. And then also, be a good time to check with your insurance policy and providers to make sure that those things are covered. Again, the city of Hardeeville, we have Nixle, we have our social media platforms. You can listen to any governor's office. You can listen to the sheriff's office both in Jasper as well as Beaufort. But remember, if you live on this side, inside of Sun City, you're in Jasper. If you live on the other side of 278, you're in Beaufort County. There are certain re-entry methods that could be a little different for both, but make sure that you are listening to credible information. Nixle, again, is one great platform that information is pushed out on, but on several different levels, both counties, cities. We do push out information in real time.
Still much more ahead on Sun City News. Randy Selman joins us with an entertainment report. We check to see how our residents are beating the heat. And Doug Wright covers bowling in his sports news. So stay with us.
These days I'm hearing Martha and the Vandellas singing Heat Wave, and now we're living it.
Quick cure. Amp up the AC and tune into SCTV for our August episode of Extra.
We've got stories of our Sun City neighbors chilling at 4th of July fireworks, water volleyball, and in the garden.
And it's a dual cool at the theater. Get behind the curtain with SCTV at the Arts Center of Coastal Carolina for the musical Chicago. And then with our own Sun City Theater's Savannah Sipping Society cast.
Cable viewers, please check our program listings on the Sun City website. And for your convenience, catch us on our YouTube station, where we invite you to subscribe for easy viewing.
Sun City TV invites you to join our crew. Our growing technology presence requires enthusiastic, creative volunteers. No previous TV experience needed. Email us at suncitytvhh@gmail.com.
If you want to stay dry but still be near water, Randy Selman will offer some great ideas in her entertainment report. Let's watch.
Well, it seems like the rain is behind us now, and we can enjoy all Sun City's outdoor amenities and still stay dry. Speaking about staying dry, if you haven't attended one of the many free musical entertainment venues, you're missing out. Every Monday there is music by the lake. Grab your chairs, some refreshments, and a friend or two, and head over to Lake Somerset. There you will hear top-notch entertainment. The people there are friendly and love to get up and dance to the music. Come and join them on the dance area, and please, if you see me, stop by and say hi. Music starts at 5 p.m. Now, on Wednesdays, you can head over to either the Hidden Cypress or Lake House Pool and again enjoy local entertainment. This time, you will have to grab a towel, refreshments, and a couple of your neighbors and settle back and just chill. Music begins at 5 p.m. Can't make it on Monday or Wednesday? Or maybe you need more music? Then Courtyard Cocktails is the answer. Every Friday there is live music at the Town Square Courtyard from 5 to 7. Bring a chair and enjoy a cocktail from the Cash Bar. Want some thrills, chills, and excitement in the water? Don't miss the movie night or matinee as they are showing the 1975 blockbuster hit film Jaws. As one of my husband's favorite movies, I can attest that if you've never seen the movie or you're a total fan, it will have you at the edge of your seat and will be embedded in your brain for years to come. It also offers great acting by Roy Scheider, Robert Shaw, and Richard Dreyfuss. So even if you've watched this movie before, there is nothing like seeing it on the big screen again. The movie plays on Monday, August 26th at 7 p.m. and Tuesday, August 27th at 2 p.m. So in case you wanted to stay dry, take advantage of these water-filled events. I'm Randy Selman, and that's your entertainment report. Remember, life is entertaining, so don't miss the show.
With the very hot weather and even hotter humidity in the low country, we surveyed our Sun City residents on how they are beating the heat and keeping cool. Let's listen. I'm at the tennis courts. The temperature's around 95, 96 degrees, but with the heat index, it's well over 100 degrees. We want to check out how these tennis players are beating the heat and staying cool.
My name is George Craik. I work out a lot in the heat, and there's a few things I always try to remember. First of all, as many old people like me, when I'm thirsty, I'm already dehydrated. Old people don't have a good sense of thirst. They really need to pay attention. I also drink a lot of water before I go out and exercise. I want to make sure I'm hydrated. I drink 2 to 3 liters of water a day, and I weigh myself at night. And if I'm very light, I know I'm dehydrated, I take the next day off, because dehydration will really catch up with you.
Chris Scott, and how I beat the heat is it doesn't bother me. I love the heat, and I love playing in the heat.
Susan Craik. How do I beat the heat here in a day like today? Well, one thing I do is I put ice down my bra. I also put ice on my hat so I have extra ice to put down my bra. I take a lot of breaks, I drink a lot of water, and I'll tell you, we take a lot of breaks, but it's great to be out here even if we're sweating.
Steve Root, and how I beat the heat is I drink plenty of Gatorade and plenty of water, and I love the heat.
Russ Johnston, and I'm getting ready to play in the intra-club at noontime on Friday, and I think the temperature is about 104. And the way I'm going to stay cool is after the first set, I'm going to have a good sub for myself.
Bobby Russo, and I've been asked how do I beat the heat. Today is Friday. We're playing at 12 o'clock in the interclub where temperatures could reach over 100 degrees. So what I do is, first of all, I acclimate before I come out. I don't sit in my air-conditioned home. That's the first thing I do. Other than that, I drink plenty of fluids before I come, and I bring plenty of fluids with me, including a good dose of pickle juice.
Don Allen, here on Friday afternoon around noon, playing in the interclub. It's around 100 degrees, so they say. They want to know how I beat the heat. Well, I tell you how I beat the heat. I'm from Texas. I beat the heat by moving to South Carolina, where it's a lot cooler in South Carolina this time of year than it is in Texas. So besides that, I never drank Gatorade till I moved to South Carolina because We didn't have humidity.
Kara Fortney. And as far as I stay cool in this heat, I don't. I don't stay cool. But there are some things that help, like ice. I always carry ice. I don't think about the heat. I like to sweat because then I can stand in a breeze and then I feel cooler.
Rich, and I keep cool by staying hydrated like most people do and keep positive thoughts.
Tennis calls, I'm out the door. And I tell you, we try not to think about it too much. We slow down, we take plenty of breaks, we use the cool towel, we use water, and we're just happy to be out there together.
Gary Hundetmark, and how do I stay cool in this hot temperature? Well, I always felt as though a lot of it is just a state of mind. And if you don't think that it's hot, you're not going to be as hot, but yet you still take precaution and drink plenty of fluids.
Linda Dietrich, and the way I cool off playing in this terrible heat is I have a chill cloth and I have a water bottle that I fill with ice and water before I come.
Now let's head over to Doug Wright for some sports news.
In case you haven't heard, there's another indoor sport available to beat the heat or any wet weather we may encounter. The bowling club kicks off another season in September, and the club has enjoyed vigorous growth in membership, so much so that there is typically a waiting list and a substitute pool to make sure all league teams are stocked up. In fact, some neighborhoods are organizing their own competitions unrelated to club activities, so don't miss out. For those who choose to participate, the golf program here offers Get Ready for Golf, led by Kevin Foley, the head pro at Argent Lakes Golf Club, which also reboots in September. This is a crash course for newcomers to the game and others who haven't played in years, and it's very popular, so don't miss your chance to sign up. Sun City Golf Club members should also be on the lookout for registration information for the annual Birdie's Beer and Barbecue event scheduled for 7th of September, also at Argent Lakes. The fall seasons are about to hit high gear, so keep that body in motion. Doug Wright, Sun City Sports.
To view expanded coverage of sports news, check out Doug's monthly show, Sports Done Right. Well, that's our news for this week. Thank you for watching. Catch us on cable on our YouTube station, where we invite you to hit like and subscribe. Now, to see expanded coverage of some of our SCTV stories, tune into our monthly show Extra. And if you have questions and comments, email us at suncitytvhh@gmail.com. But make sure you check in with us next week for all the news that's in your neighborhood. For Sun City News, I'm Norma Taylor.
The August edition of Sports Done Right is chock full of stories which reflect the commitment of Sun City residents to charitable causes while, at the same time, enjoying the amenities Sun City has to offer. We also have in-depth interviews with the champions of the recent Sun City Golf Open, the president of the ever-growing Table Tennis Club, and the fun-loving group of water volleyball players, including our very own reporter, Chris Chase. All that and more in the August edition, so please join me, Doug Wright, for Sports Done Right.